Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Hell's Kitchen. Last week there was no Hell's Kitchen, so this week they punished us with a 2-hour episode of Hell's Kitchen. Last time, remember what happened? Andy was eliminated and Suzanne was sent to the men's team. Poor men. Ramsey's not there this week. He sends a remote of himself showing off the attributes of Whistler and what could all be theirs if they finally win Hell's Kitchen. So he explains that Whistler relies on local ingredients just like Hell's Kitchen, and he sends ahead 15 ingredients and says, for the quick challenge, you got to use all 15 of these ingredients and 3 entrees, and you cannot repeat the ingredients. So each team has to make the 3 entrees. I forget how long they actually had to do it. I don't think it was very long at all. So on the ladies' team, they're excluding Sabrina because she's an F-up. But she knew that it was venison and not lamb, like Tennille and Ariel thought it was. So she's got a little secret there. And the men were just excluding Suzanne because she's the noob. And yeah, they like their men's club and they don't want Suzanne horning in on what they've got going already. So Gordon returns miraculously with 2 guest judges, being Sasha Cohen and Johnny Moseley from the last Winter Olympics. And the first entree that they make, I think the ladies made a salmon and the men made a lamb. The men took that one, 2-0. So the formula on Hell's Kitchen is one side, the other side, it's a tie. Who's going to break the tie? So that's exactly what happened. When the ladies brought out the second entree, they won that one, even though they didn't know it was venison. And they thought it was lamb. And they played stupid and they lied to Gordon's face and he let it go. I'm really surprised about that. So it was tied up after the first 2. Then when it was time for the third to come out, Van miraculously forgot what kale was called. And yeah, he had to be told. But the men won in the end. So as punishment, the ladies will be milking cows and cleaning up pig feces and urine. Nice. But the men are going to go have lunch with Mark Peele at his restaurant. And I was really surprised that they went and they had grilled cheese. You know, I know there's beauty in simplicity, but if I'm winning a challenge on Hell's Kitchen, I want to do more than eat grilled cheese. They look kind of greasy too. Sorry, Mark Peele. Alright, so it's the red team versus the blue team's menus this week. There's no more Hell's Kitchen menu. Gordon ripped it up. So each team has to come up with 3 apps, 3 entrees, and 3 desserts. So the red team's menu, it just wasn't as good as the blue team's menu. They were having a problem because they were really excluding Sabrina. And she really didn't have any say in the menu at all. So yeah, each diner could choose from the red or the blue menu, which opened up a whole nother can of worms, and it made it difficult for both kitchens to coordinate. So Van all of a sudden forgot what 2 times 3 was. He was pretty confused about that, but in the end he came up with the right number, 6. So Van was having a lot of problems. He burnt the scallops. Ariel was sending out cold food. Dave rehurt himself. He was in a lot of pain, but he sucked it up because Dave is a true American hero. Then Van and Sabrina, more raw halibut. What is with the friggin' raw halibut? Especially from Van. I mean, he's a specialist in cooking fish. So Gordon had had enough, and he's like, shut it down. And they got to nominate 1 from each team. So, yeah, Sabrina and Van were nominated. Not a big surprise there. Sabrina's cut. Too bad, so sad. So the next episode, there's no more red or blue team. It's time for the Black Jackets to come out. and one of my favorite challenges, the old taste it and make it. So they'll be working in teams of 2. Van and Ariel, Tennille and Kevin, and Suzanne and Dave. Oof, what a pairing. So Gordon whips out this fish dish from his restaurant in LA, and everybody got that it was turbot. Everybody got the calamari, but there was a little discussion whether it was parsnip or celery root, and the puree that went with it, was it starfruit, grapefruit, or passion fruit? So right before it was time to serve it to Gordon, Van dropped the fish on the floor, so he had to go fire another 2 pieces of fish. So everybody was pretty much right, except it wasn't parsnip or celery root. It was actually white onion. And the correct puree was passion fruit. So Dave and Suzanne won that challenge. They got to meet Christina, who was the winner of Hell's Kitchen 4. That was kind of cool. And they got to see, you know, what it's like for a winner. So that was actually a pretty good reward. The losers had to clean up and prep Hell's Kitchen. And it's couples week. So yeah, they've got to decorate it romantically with Jean-Philippe. So Kevin is going to be doing tableside for couples night, and he's got to coordinate with the kitchen, which isn't really that easy. They're going to be doing some special dishes for 2, tableside. Ugh, what a disgusting Hell's Kitchen episode. Van was sweating all over the food. He was sending out raw halibut. Ariel wasn't paying attention. She was burning garnish. I don't know why you would cook lettuce. Ramsey actually has a shit fit, and he walks out. I don't blame him, because I've had enough too. So Van, Suzanne, and Ariel, when he gets back, he tells them, yo, piss off. And the remaining people have to finish the service. So that would be Dave, Kevin, and Tennille. And he wants 2 names. Who's up for elimination, kids? So, duh, Suzanne and Van. But Ramsey thinks they all belong up there for the elimination. So, Ariel, Suzanne, and Van. Van's not looking good or cooking good. That's what he said. And he went into this big freak out rant. And yeah, if you're freaking out at the judging, you're going home. And Ramsey did a fake out on Ariel. He made her walk all the way over to him to give him her jacket. But then he said, get back in line. And he sent the true loser home, Van. He was a good sport about it, though. I'm glad he didn't further freak out. But next time, kids, it's going to get fierce. And it's not even Project Runway. Dave and Tennille are going to butt heads, and Kevin is going to plot his win. I don't think so, Kevin. Don't give up on Dave. There's going to be raw food, so be prepared. And something that you've never seen before. I have a feeling it's not going to be bad. I have a feeling there's something that you've never seen before is going to be good, even though they painted it as bad. But we'll have to wait till next week to find out. Till then, much love.